Hi, my name's Lori, and I'm an environment educator here at Green Acres. Today, we're at our Water Quality Education Center, and we're going to be learning all about rocks. Rocks seem pretty simple. They're just the things that are under our feet or that our building and roads are made out of. But there's so much more. Rocks tell an amazing story of Ohio's history, and today we're going to learn a little bit about that amazing story. So rocks tell us a lot about our geologic past, and our rocks in our area tell an amazing story of volcanoes and of earthquakes that happened in our area. They tell of glaciers and of water and an amazing amount of erosion that's happened here in this area. And all of this started 450 million years ago. That's a really long time ago. So today we're going to look at some special rocks and see what kind of story they tell us. All rocks have special characteristics that help our scientists identify them. Some are shiny, some are dull, some are metallic, and some contain fossils like ours here in Ohio. We're going to see what stories all of our rocks tell us. Let's first look at this rock. This is an interesting rock. It's really hard. And this one was formed in Ohio 450 million years ago when our oceans had huge storms like hurricanes that happened in our area. And it churned up all of our fossils that you see here, all of our marine animals, and cemented them all together. This rock is formed in layers, and it's called a sedimentary rock. Anyone know what this one's called? You may have guessed it. This one's limestone. And this is one of our bedrocks here in Ohio. Let's look at another of our bedrocks that are formed here in Ohio. This rock is shale, and shale is a lot softer than limestone. And this one was formed in a different way. It was still formed in the ocean 450 million years ago, but it was formed when the oceans were very calm, and those layers happened in a more gentle pattern. And what's cool about shale is if you find a really good piece, it's very soft and you can actually form a clay with that. Pretty cool. One last rock that I'd like to show you today is a special rock, and it wasn't formed 450 million years ago. This one tells an amazing story from coming all the way up north. This rock is granite. And this rock came to us from the north and got pushed down from the glaciers 10,000 years ago. And you notice that this rock is really round. And that's because it rolled underneath that big sheet of ice all the way down here from up north of Canada. So rocks have some special characteristics, and they're also used for lots of things out in our world. Things like buildings, roads, even our cell phones, toothpaste, and even makeup all contain rocks and minerals. One special feature that I'm going to show you today is a rock that we find here in Ohio. This is flint, and flint is a sedimentary rock we find around this area, and it has a pretty special characteristic. Native Americans used to use this to make fire, and today I'm going to show you how we can use this using a little piece of steel and using this to make fire. So flint is very hard. It's 7 on the Mohs hardness scale. And our steel here is also pretty hard. But what happens is when I scrape my metal steel against my flint, it actually breaks little pieces of the steel off and causes a little spark. Let's see if we can get some sparks going. Did you see some of those sparks? What a great feature that rocks have. Thanks for joining me today as we learned all about Ohio's rocks. Keep exploring and take some time to look at the rocks near you and see if you can listen to the stories that they're telling you. Thanks for joining me here, and we'll see you next time here at Green Acres.